Hello crafty friends! Christmas is in the air and this project has got a bit of a Christmas theme. I'm going to be making a really cute tag and then also a little ephemera holder that will hold the tag and some other little bits and bobs. Perfect to fit in your junk journal. I'm going to make the little folder first. I have a piece of double-sided scrapbook cardstock that I'm going to cut to size. You can cut this any size to suit your project. Mine is 18 centimeters by 27 centimeters because that's what suits the tags that I'm going to put inside. I'll fold up the one end roughly 3 centimeters. This is going to create the pocket where the ephemera will go inside. I then fold the entire card in half and then in half long ways so it opens like a book. This would be a little easier if I had a scoring board, which I don't. If you have one, of course, you can use that, but otherwise just fold it until you get a good crease. I'm using my bone folder to make the folds nice and flat, and then I'm going to glue the two inside sections together, and I'm just using a glue stick. The cardstock is quite thick, so once I do fold it in half, it slightly overlaps, so I'm just going to trim it off so it gives it a nice neat edge. I wasn't quite sure at this point how I wanted to seal the pocket, if I wanted to do stitching or stapling, so I'm just using a glue stick just to adhere it for now, and I will decide later. I'm putting this to the side so I can create my tag. We will come back to decorate this too. I'm using a ready-made tag. It's quite thick cardstock, which is good for this project, and I have these beautiful washi tapes from the Washi tape shop. Just a note, they're having a Black Friday sale that starts 20 November 2021, and there is a huge 20% discount off the entire store. Do go down to the description below my video, and there is a link there to their site where you can see all these beautiful washi tapes. Besides this black one that I'm using now with the pink rose, the other washi tapes are part of a set which is of a Christmas theme, and I've just used the black one with the rose because I like the black contrast and I thought the color suited well. Difficult to see in the video, but the other ones I'm using have got a very cute little baby reindeer on, and they've got really pretty pinks, and there are some glitter ones too. Really cute for Christmas. So the way I'm adding these is I'm tearing them on the one side and trying to align the torn side as it goes up, so it's sort of not all the way across. Just something a little different that I wanted to try. Aligning them was a little bit more difficult than I thought with my fumble fingers, but I managed to get it right eventually. So I'm just alternating all the different washi tapes all the way up with a rough edge, and as you can see they're getting smaller, so it sort of looks like it's getting torn in upward direction. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side and try to align it so it actually looks like there's a crack sort of down the middle of the tag, and that beige color of the tag is still showing, which is what I wanted. I would really love if you subscribed to my channel. I have a lot of art journaling pages, tutorials, junk journal flip-throughs coming your way. Also click the little bell. This will notify you every time I upload new content. I'm just going to speed this section up even more. I want to show you the process and how I placed all the washi tape down, but I don't want to bore you to death at a slower speed. I'm now going to trim all the excess washi tape. This tag is not done, it needs some decorating. So I've just pulled out all my little die cuts that I have that are the similar color and of a Christmas theme, and I'm just playing around with them on the top of the card just to see what I can make work. I really don't know what I'm going to use yet. Some are too big, some are too small, some of the colors don't match. So I just work with all the different ones and just move the elements until I find something that I'm happy with. Something that I often like to add that I find connects a piece is splatter with paint. So I'm going to use some watered down white acrylic paint to add some splatter on this card. It will lighten the effect and also contrast and connect with the white bits that are actually in the folder that I created earlier. Once I'm happy with all the placement of the elements, I'm going to glue everything down. I'm using a hot glue gun because I like things to stick instantly. And I noticed that when I put the glue of this, I put it actually on the wrong side of the element. The element is going to stick off the card slightly, so there shouldn't be any glue there. So I just scraped it off and reapplied it. And I found a place for the lace ribbon. I'm using my machine to stitch it at the top. I've left a lot of loose threads and I've looped them to make it quite messy. And I'm just going to pop it into my little pocket and see how that looks. I'm now going to decorate the front side of my little ephemera holder. This card that I'm cutting is actually a Project Life card. It's got a cute little Christmas theme with a car with a Christmas tree on top, and the colors really match well. I'm going to use a piece of the lace ribbon. This will connect it with the elements that are inside, and I'm using the same rough stitching as I did on the tag. I like to use the same elements throughout a project because then I find that it's all one piece and not all these separate little bitsy pieces. If you'd like to see how I do the stitching with all the messy threads, I do have a tutorial on that. I will link the video in the description below. I'm now going to attach the little card to the front of my ephemera holder. I'm using double-sided tape. The reason I chose this Project Life card is because it had pre-drawn lines and I thought it would make a really cool journaling spot. I'm adding a few pieces of the washi tape on the cover too. I'm also going to bring out my wax seals for this cover. I really felt that it would make a really good focal point. So I'm using my glue gun for a clear stamp, and then I'm just adding a few gold glitter stars, and then I press my stamp on top of that, and then I'm going to use a little bit of this pinky coral colored wax, which I'm going to do on top of it using a smaller stamp, so the one is sort of over the other one, but you can still see the bottom one. These wax seals and wax pieces are available from Craspire, and I'll put the link to their website below. They have some beautiful items in their shop. I'm going to add some cute leaves that I'm going to add into the melted wax before I press the seal on top when I put this pinky color down. While the seal is setting, I use a baby wipe to clean my melting spoon. I'm going to use some antique gold metallic paste just to enhance the seal a little bit. And now we need to fill the inside pockets. These cards that I'm using are Project Life cards. They were part of a Christmas pack that I got a few years ago. This is a recipe card that I got in a pack from the Reject Shop here in Australia. There is a whole batch, probably about 50 cards, each with a different recipe, and they've all got different color decorations around, which makes it really ideal for all your different projects. I'm fussy cutting out this cute little pink mason jar with a little snowman inside. I don't want the entire card, but I will use the little element because I think it's really, really cute. And I'm going to stick that on the outside as part of a decoration of the pocket. I'm now just finding elements that I can fill my pockets with. I have this beautiful bright pink glitter tag, which I really wanted to use, but I think it's a little too bright for this project. I'll save it for something else, so I'm going to use this metallic gold tag instead. This is a great way to also use up your stash. I've had these tags for a long time. I've never really used them. Now's a great opportunity to pop them into this little ephemera holder. Waste Not, Want Not, the little Project Life card where I took my mason jar from, also has a cute little sentiment. So I'm cutting that out and I'm going to use that to decorate the other side of the pocket. I'm going to add a little bit more of the glitter washi tape just in some other sections just to help everything connect. But it won't stay there long. I feel I need another pink rose somewhere just to balance out the style of washi tape that's on my tag. So I'm just fussy cutting out this beautiful rose, and then I'm going to find a place to put it. I'm not quite sure yet where it's going. I'll try different areas until I'm happy with somewhere to put it. After much consideration, I put it on the little pink tag. To enhance the tag, I've got some threads that are of a white color that I'm going to put through the two little holes at the top of this tag, and then run it under my sewing machine just to stitch it and just to create a similar look to the tag on the right hand side. I replaced the recipe card with this burgundy one. I think the color matches much better and creates a good contrast. That pink one was getting a little bit lost with the pink Project Life card behind there too. I'm adding a few small drops of dimensional glaze just here and there on my project, and then I'm adding a small gold glitter star on top of the little drop. This is just to give the project a bit more of a sparkle and more of a Christmas feel. The reason I'm using dimensional glaze is because it comes out in very small drops and I can control it. I don't want big blobs of glue everywhere. But you can definitely use craft glue if that's all you have. You just need a tiny drop. I also added a few small gold stars to the front of the folder and also some drops of wax. I felt that it needed this to balance it out a little bit more. Here is a close-up of my project. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I really hope you enjoyed it and were inspired to create your own. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you again soon. Bye.